Jonathan, it's really great to see some innovation in the PII market. I think it has caused a lot of stress over the years. In particular, the fact that a lot of firms haven't always appreciated that PI can be withdrawn at any time on the basis that it's an annually renewable contract, just like a car insurance or home insurance. And if the insurer decides that there's too much risk coming up the road, they can decide to either increase excesses or reduce cover. And we have seen that that's overly exposed the firm financially to risk that they otherwise thought they were protected against. Advice liability lasts forever. Your PII covers you for the year in which you're insured. Yeah. So how do you propose dealing with that to give the sector a bit more certainty that you're not simply going to cover them 1 year and then decide that it's time to run off into the sunset when the risk gets a little bit too hot?
Okay. Start with an easy one, shall we?
You've only just launched today.
Okay. No, that's a great question, and one that's been asked before. So we are only concentrating on the good firms which meet our benchmark and our threshold to get in. I think the issues with PI pulling out of certain sectors or advice areas is because of the actions of the bad actors. So first things first, Keith, what we're going to do is filter out the bad guys, right? So our research shows that if you have a cohort and a community of good firms in good company, they are going to be less exposed to these sorts of areas. And if they are, our evidence and research suggests they're going to be in a really good defendable position should they have a complaint. So absolutely our objective is to offer stable premiums and consistent cover over the longer term. Moving back to the data piece, if we collect all the data in the way that we are, and we correlate and cross-reference that to the mood music that's coming out from the FCA, all of a sudden we can start steering firms, or there's an early warning system that we can create where we think the FCA are going to go, where the FCA go, CMCs will follow. That takes a long time, right? So we can get ahead of the curve, start directing firms and mitigating risk before it hits.